Okay, seems like there was like missing audio right there for Watson. But oh well. So let's go ahead and investigate the Ferris wheel. So Ferris wheel? Merry-go-round, my bad.
Look, Holmes, there appears to be some sort of control panel.
With an antenna, whatever its purpose might be.
Right, that's all you can do for here now. So let's continue on.
These caravans must be inhabited. Look, there is smoke coming out of one of them.
Alright, so let's have a look inside.
Look, Holmes, the 3 Russian brothers.
With a coal stove and dynamite.
What should we do next, Holmes?
And then the dynamite would be very useful for blowing up the tank.
Good idea. But in order that we can get it, we'll have to get them out of there without their knowing we are here. The best thing to do is to carry on exploring this place, Holmes.
It is the chimney pipe. It has been cut. Interesting. It is... This ladder is only held back by a bolt.
Alright, so let's go ahead and keep looking around.
There is no one here, and nothing very interesting.
For now. But anyway, so let's go into this trailer right here. Have a look around. Alright, go ahead and read that.
An international anarchist's manifesto written in several languages. A metal plate, very solid. A wanted poster in Russian with the portraits of the 3 brothers on it.
Head back out. You could try putting the plate on, but it's not what he needs right now.
I could smoke them out by blocking the pipe, but the air in the caravan would take several minutes before becoming unbreathable. The effect must be immediate and a total surprise.
Okay. Let's have a look in here.
This stall is a washroom. I can see water basins inside. The door can be blocked from the outside. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they are more interested in games than in cleanliness.
Alright, so those are the only things in there. Other than vodka, of course.
Gallons of vodka.
Alright, so let's keep going.
This place must have been magnificent.
Shh. Watson, look. On the stage. Prince Woodville.
Yeah, let's go ahead and confront him.
And it is with an immense pride that I take possession of the attributes of the crown, and swear in front of you to serve my people with... Gentlemen, who are you? I don't believe I know you.
We... Not as yet, Your Royal Highness, but I am overjoyed that you are familiar with the crowning ceremony.
Of course. A good king should know it.
That makes my duty so very much easier. Let me introduce myself. My name is Howard Sawbury, and I am in charge of the aforementioned protocol and the master of ceremonial events at Buckingham Palace.
Yes, and I'm Sir John Cannard, in charge of the peacocks in the royal gardens.
Congratulations, Sir John. Excellent imagination.
I am pleased to meet you, gentlemen, but what brings you here?
Do you mean to say that no one has informed you? Have you not been in the city? It is Queen Victoria, of course. She has been dethroned.
Really? So soon? According to my special advisor, Professor Moriarty, that should not take place until a few days from now.
The people have decided otherwise, sir, and now they're calling for their new sovereign, the benevolent, most understanding Prince Woodville.
Ah, gentlemen, you bring me great news. My good people have carried out their duty. I can finally take my rightful place, and happily before the bombs detonated.
Alright, so the goal here is to try to convince you that the three brothers are plotting against him.
Actually, sir, we're here to warn you that you are in grave danger.
What do you mean?
Among your close advisors, I regret there are traitors who are already plotting against you. We have reliable information that these terrorists are part of an international anarchist network, and...
Ah, gentlemen, I know who you are talking about. I'm sure you mean the strange gentleman employed by Professor Moriarty. Asians or,
Russians, sir.
whatever. These men must be stopped before their bombs explode.
They're bombs?
Yes, Sir John. Bombs placed all over London. I was not at all fond of the idea, but Professor Moriarty was quite adamant.
Do you know where these bombs are precisely?
Of course not. But I do know that those anarchists created their exploding devices here.
You must tell us everything that you know about the bombs, sir.
Why should I? You're not a pyrotechnist, are you? I must speak urgently with Professor Moriarty.
Alright, so let's go ahead and warn Moriarty.
Sir, we're afraid that the beginning of your reign will be scarred by tragedy.
Whatever do you mean?
I think, however, that it is vital we arrest these terrorists. Tell me where their workshop is, I beg of you, in the name of the British Empire.
In a wooden stall between two tents, next to the Russian caravans.
Very well, we're going to search.
Wait, I demand an explanation. If everyone is plotting against me, how do I know that you are not also party to the plot?
But we...
Bring me Professor Moriarty, Mr. Sawbury, without delay. Sir John will remain here with me.
I should be able to remove the prince without endangering Watson's life.
There you are, Sir John. To be a king...
Alright, so you could go ahead and circle around.
That is why
Though, one thing I suggest, though, before you do, you could listen to their
I understand
Watson talk and stuff. It's pretty funny.
Understand that this places me in a somewhat disagreeable situation.
Yes,
Right, let's sneak around to get the jump on the prince.
Unfathomable, I know. I came here to render you a service.
Come now, let us be serious for one moment. What could a peacock trainer possibly do for me?
You underestimate not only me, sir, but also
Right.
my birds.
These tangled ropes are holding back the curtains.
Would be the ultimate.
Alright, so your goal here is to make sure none of the ropes are overlapping each other. So let's go ahead and start pulling them apart. There we go.
He's not moving. He appears to have passed out.
But he could come around at any moment and sound the alarm.
Yes, before leaving the theatre, we must make certain that that does not happen.
Not so long ago, those words coming from you would have frozen my blood.
Rest assured, my friend, that Sherlock Holmes no longer exists. Get rid of him now.
Okay, let's go to pull this lever.
There is a label underneath this lever. Magician's Trap Door, middle of the stage. Exactly where the prince is standing. Hey, presto, it's magic. No more paranoid prince.
Well done, Holmes. Look, Holmes, Prince Woodville lost his ring during the fight.
Okay. Let's head back around. Do a little bit more looking around right here.
What were these dummies at the front of the stage used for?
The prince put them there to represent his public.
Again, let's go ahead and grab that ring. Okay, so Watson's in the way. Let's go over here.
There is an enormous diamond in the middle of this ring. I will give it to the police later.
Okay, and let's search that mannequin right over there.
This magician has a leather belt, very solid. There is a small bag attached to it.
Alright, that's all you can do for now. Let's head back out. Let's head back to the caravan with the 3 Russians. We're gonna get those guys to get out of there. Alright, go ahead and open your inventory. Okay, we're gonna cut that black powder loose. Okay. Alright, and that's all you can do for now. Let's go ahead and put that powder inside the chimney.
The illusionist smoke powder. Abracadabra!
Alright, now let's cover it up with the ashtray.
Magic powder and a metal plate. The revolutionaries won't resist it. Hide, Watson.
Water! Water!
The way is clear.
Okay, now let's lock them in.
Perfect.
I can hear the chinking of a bottle and talk in Russian. The 3 brothers are quietly getting drunk. Perfect. We must hurry, Holmes. Each chime tells us that the preparation of the poisoned soup is advancing.
I'm coming, Watson. I just need to unblock the chimney.
Alright, so let's have a look inside.
Ah, this smoke is disgusting. I can understand why the brothers charged out of here. It's a real torture. We must hurry, Holmes. Each chime tells us that the preparation of the poisoned soup is advancing.
I'm coming, Watson. I just need to unblock the chimney.
Oh, okay, I forgot about that part. Right, so let's get that ashtray out of there. Alright, so that should start clearing up the smoke.
This caravan is as disgusting as the first one.
Let's have a look.
A Russian-English dictionary. This piece of art shows the hatred the anarchists feel towards Prince Woodville and everything he represents.
Wire.
Okay. Right, you're gonna need that for later.
The names of the targets are written in Russian and are unreadable, in my case, that is, and apparently the brothers have made notes before every name. This list has something to do with the dictionary open on the table.
Okay, let's have a look around furthermore.
The dynamite shells are empty. A pity.
A small saw. We might need this.
Okay. Let's go ahead and use that dictionary to translate the targets for those bombs.
Let's see.
Alright, so let's go ahead and use this. That looks like some sort of N. So let's do it right here. This looks like the right one. Okay, and then C caught. Let's see. C's right here. Look. Looks like this one. It's a B of some sort. Looks like this one. Right, and H. There we go. Alright, now we know all the targets.
If these bombs explode, then I believe that the realm will be plunged into one of the gravest crises in its history.
What are you going to do with this information, Holmes?
Hand it across to Inspector Lestrade.
How?
By telephoning him. The haunted house is connected to the telephone exchange. I'm going to try to slip in there discreetly.
Shall I accompany you?
You can help me to get in, but while I search for the telephone, you should collect as much information as you can about the bombs. The explosive experts at Scotland Yard will need it.
Understood.
Alright. Alright, so the front of the haunted house is, or the fun house is locked, so we're going to need to get these ladders right here. We're going to pull out the hacksaw.
This ladder is not too heavy. I can carry it.
Right. Grab the other one right here.
This ladder is not too heavy. I can carry it.
Alright, now let's head over to the fun house. Or the haunted house, whatever you call it. Alright, so we're going to go on this side right here. Left side of the house. I'm going to try and get up there.
It seems that this window is more vulnerable than the main door.
I think it is too high. It's protected by bars with a closed window behind it.
Okay, so go ahead and open your inventory. Put the two ladders together, and tie it with the wire. Here you go, now we got a long ladder. Alright, let's get to climbing. Alright, use the hacksaw to cut the grill off.
I could saw through the bars, being careful to create a passage wide enough.
Alright. Now, just like the first case of this game, I'm going to use that diamond to cut the glass.
A good idea to use the diamond in the ring, Holmes. Exactly like at the Marquis's place.
I remind you of the monkey that stole the necklace, do I?
Aha.
Well done, Holmes.
It's open. It's time for me to go into the beast's lair. Watson, I have no idea how long it will take me to locate the telephone. Use the time to try to get into the stand where the bombs were put together.
I'm on my way. I'll join you later.
Alright. Alright, so now it's up to Watson to figure out how to disarm the bombs. So let's head back to the caravan.
The place is calm, thanks to the supply of vodka in the washroom. The anarchists probably haven't even noticed that they're locked in.
Alright, let's have a look around.
Ah, there must be water here. Lard! Were they really going to eat that? The fire in this stove hasn't been put out, and now it's overheating. It must be stopped quickly.
Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this cloth right there because that thing's hot.
A large, dry cloth.
Use the cloth to open it. We'll put it out with the water thing.
Oh, it was time.
Okay. Now there's this key that was hidden behind the cloth. Go ahead and grab that.
A key.
Alright. Let's head on out. So we're going to go into the middle caravan that was locked. You can also learn the names of the brothers right there.
Alexander is written here. This must be his caravan. Someone has marked Alexei. It must be the name of the Russian who lodges here.
Let's use that key. Let's have a look around.
Very pretty Russian dolls. Let's see if there's something inside.
Okay, these were always fun to play with.
A key.
Alright, let's back out. Keep looking around.
Whittling wooden objects seems to be a passion of one of the brothers. After building explosive devices, of course.
Alright, let's have a look down here. Alexei.
It's an ornately carved toy chest. According to the name marked on it, it belongs to a certain Alexei. And it's locked by a key.
Yep, and we have to pick one up. Alright, so let's go ahead and use that key. Let's have a look inside. Looks like a bunch of dreidels or spinning tops.
A bag of marbles. They're marvelous. A clock's hand. Strange handymen, these anarchists.
Okay, you remember that symbol right there?
A Cyrillic letter with a strange symbol.
Alright, let's head back out. That's all we need from here.
This caravan belongs to Aleko.
Okay, so here's where they build the bombs, but it's locked. Let's go ahead and put that key thing right there.
I need something.
Right, and remember that symbol that we looked at? So we want to get all four of those matched up correctly.
I've already seen this symbol on a piece of paper I found inside the anarchist's chest.
There we go, it's very simple.
It's not very difficult after all.
So basically you just click each of them once.
Another 3 cards full of poison soup. I must hurry.
Okay, let's go inside.
So it's here that the 3 anarchists made their bombs. But what a mess. Very well, I don't have any choice. If I want to understand how they work, I will have to build one.
Okay, let's look at the table.
Here's the bench for assembling the explosive devices.
Alright, so you feel for the plans, they're right here on the sheet of paper.
There's something here.
Alright, so you gotta fold it in a certain fold the paper in a certain way to get the plans to appear. So let's go do this, that. Let's fold this in right there. And let's fold this one. Where's that? There it is. There we go.
A plan for Russian bombs on a Japanese origami to blow up key places in England. Very cosmopolitan.
Okay, so you're missing some pieces, so let's go ahead and back out first. Pick up what we need.
A crowbar.
Okay. Oops, not the table.
Locked.
Right.
Locked.
Go and use the crowbar to open that. Alright, some dynamite.
Sticks of dynamite. This box contains a jumble of radio receivers and boxes of copper wire.
Okay, I think that's all we need in here. Right. And you have all what you need. The rest is on the table. Let's close that up. Look at the plans.
This plan shows the steps to follow for building a bomb.
Right, step 1, dynamite. Step 2, put the dynamite on the board. Okay, put that rod in. 4, the radio. 5, the clock. 6, the wires. 7, the vodka. 8, the crank. Okay, so I don't know if I can remember that, but let's Let's hope I do. Okay, so 1, the dynamite. Then the board. Actually, you can actually see it from here. So 3, the pole. Let's put that on. Radio.
Apparently, the radio is plugged in.
Okay, put that clock on. Okay, let's see. Tie it up. Or put the wires in place. Time for some vodka. And then the crank. Here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it.
Oops, the switch doesn't work. Don't panic, John. All you need to do is to find another way to defuse it. The best thing will be for me to go to the merry-go-round with my bomb.
Alright, so pick up the bomb.
I'll take the bomb with me. Oh, it's heavy.
Alright, let's head to the merry-go-round.
This control panel doesn't work. We can branch a telephone here to call Lestrade. Thanks to this radar, I can perhaps disconnect my bomb.
Okay, as soon as you turn it on, 4 lights will blink for a moment, and you have to remember where each one is. Okay, let's see if I can remember them. So 1, 2. I think there was one up here somewhere. And then another one maybe right here.
Oh my God! Now I understand. The antenna on the merry-go-round controls all the bombs that the Russian brothers made. The control panel. It works! Thanks to this, I think we can now disconnect all the bombs that have been spread around London. And mine, too. I must warn Holmes.
Alright, so let's go warn Holmes. So you're never going to find a way back up there because the ladder's broken now. So what you can do is head to the other side of the haunted house. And remember that sack of marbles? Alright, let's go ahead and start throwing them.
I'm going to throw a marble at the window, which will attract Holmes's attention if he's there. Holmes isn't answering. It would be better to wait until he reaches the room where the telephone is.